Is to at least accomplish one and very important part of the strategy that was left to task, and that was to agree to complete the ceasefire agreement with Israel by returning all the hostages by 12 o'clock this afternoon in Israel. That did not happen. So they are going forward, that being Israel, and the general has outlined a decision that the strategy is to go forward beyond the ceasefire, and that has also been addressed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Trump said that the ball is in Israel's court from this point on. The conditions of the hostages is obviously deteriorating conditions. So in this link from the Times of Israel and the Times of India, there's footage, and that was from today, that being the news of what took place. It was pretty much the same. If you watched the video coverage last week of the hostages, they spent nearly 498 days in captivity as hostages from their families, and they were also in the poorest conditions, and God knows what kind of torture and conditions they were in. But they obviously were returned. There are still plenty of hostages still in need of returning back. And the demand that Trump had made this earlier this week was that all the hostages had to be returned back by 12 o'clock Saturday, that being today, in Israel, or the war would continue and the ceasefire would be discontinued. That did not happen. So this link from the Times of India will be in the description box below. There's not a whole lot of information, as well as I know from what I've watched. I've watched some coverage, but not a whole lot more than what I've only seen myself personally. But this is really, the ceasefire is no longer an issue, as far as Benjamin Netanyahu has stated in his public address. They wanted something done, and that is the case. They are going to have to go forward, is what the address was really about. So that's my post for today, this February 15th, 2025. Thank you for listening to the Bill Report.